Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the Coach's Couch. I know it's supposed to be a weekly podcast, and it's been turned into just air, not at all. So hopefully, this is the start of weekly podcasts. This week, I want to just talk about some interesting shit that I think is interesting. And now a lot of you, actually, pretty much all of you, are gonna know me from Twitch. I've talked about it on the last podcast. Was kind of an update from like subs and follows, and basically people watch me on Twitch. So I'm kind of gonna do this quick one, and I want to talk about something Twitch related. Now, if you watch Twitch, you're on Twitch or anything like that, there's some stuff that like a lot of people don't know, and like there's a lot of shitty blog articles that are kind of like, here's all the things you do to get popular on Twitch, or hey, here's this unique idea that somebody had and now they're really famous. And the thing that I think annoys me with a lot of people is they go, oh, well, here's some simple tips and you're guaranteed to get there. Or, you know, people say it's impossible, which is another thing. I mean, I like to think that I'm in kind of the middle ground area when it comes to Twitch, in the way that I like have positivity but a level of realistic outlook. I personally know for a fact that my production is super high in almost every respect. But I never have any expectations of some sort of guaranteed income or outcome, should I say, either or, to be fair. One comes with the other, I think. And I think the worst thing you can ever do to go into Twitch is to go into Twitch expecting to win, expecting to grow. I think you need to go into Twitch with the outlook of, well, I'm probably not going to get very far anytime soon, which is true. You're not going to get anywhere at the start. You're honestly going to probably idle on like 1 to 2 viewers, which is like another, like I said, it's a thing where people don't seem to have that reality about Twitch. And you really need to have that reality with Twitch, because honestly, if you go in thinking that it's going to be all good and well in 2 months, then you're going to be very, very, very disappointed by the reality of it. What I wanted to say, okay, so everybody says the same stuff: consistent schedule, quality. And then obviously, if you can, don't be a variety streamer, because variety streamers, it is like starting out as a variety streamer. It's very, very, very hard to grow a stream from variety streaming. You have people that have vastly different tastes across the board that watch you. And if you're a variety streamer, you might do Last of Us, which is a very popular game. And you know, you might have like do the entire campaign, and you've got like 20 plus viewers every single day, because there's all these people that know you're going to be streaming Last of Us. So then you're playing Last of Us and everything's good, and you're thinking, oh, my number's really good, like this is really good quality, like I'm going really well. And then you finish Last of Us, and then you go, well, I'm going to switch on and go play Doom. You've lost, you'll probably lose at very minimal half those people. Half those people came to watch Last of Us and games similar to Last of Us. So at very least, I would say anybody should stick to a genre, if anything else. If you like shooters, then get ready to play a lot of shooters. Sometimes I feel like changing games, but I play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. If you watch my stream, I play Rainbow Six Siege every single day. Am I especially good at it? No. I believe that my comedic value is the thing that attracts viewers and keeps people around. But I also believe that I'm nice and personable. And the biggest thing that I've had to clarify to people who seem to be pretty confused by the concept is that it's not about a lot of things that people talk about. I think it's about being genuine. And people say, well, you know, building an entire stream career off or streaming based on a way that you want to act rather than the way you actually act, you know, can really destroy streaming before it starts. I mean, that's not wrong. That's not incorrect. I mean, I do think, you know, if you're not playing a character, i.e. Dr. Disrespect, I would say Future Man, but he doesn't play a character anymore. If you believe he still plays a character, well, every time I've jumped in his stream, it's not been the case. But that's not the point. I'm not here to take sides or criticize other streamers, because I think he's fantastic in his own way. I think if you're not streaming on the level of acting yourself, then you're going to attract those type of people. So I'm crass, I make a lot of sexualized jokes. I swear a lot. But I'm fun and inviting. So though I might attract weird people who have crass senses of humor that might swear and all this kind of stuff, I also do attract those people who are crass and swear, but I also only attract friendly people. So obviously, if you're not friendly, then you don't last long on my stream because I'll usually get rid of you. I'm pretty savage in that respect, and there aren't a lot of streamers that do that. And I think one of my biggest tips is that, like, don't be so desperate to grow that you're willing to accept having shit people and shit viewers in your stream. Like, as much as you're trying to grow and you want to attract a crowd and you want to attract more people and you want people to come and see you every single day, as desperate as it may feel, you need to be picky about your viewers, because you can be picky about your viewers. I mean, in the respect that, you know, everybody's different, but at the same time, it's the internet nonetheless. There's no point complaining about the way the internet is. Just try and control what you can. Now, this is your stream, so you get to control what happens. You get to control how you act, and you get to control the way that your chatters act. And even if you have 3 people in there for the first 2 months, those 3 people are dedicated to your stream. Those 3 people are awesome. Those 3 people respect your stream. That's the only thing that matters. Okay, they respect you, and they respect the stream, and they respect the community you're trying to build. If somebody comes in and they're rude or arrogant, or, you know, you play games with viewers so they talk over you and you don't like that, then you just got to say it. You know, at the risk of losing a potential viewer, it's not worth having a viewer around that you're going to pander to, okay? You didn't start streaming so you could pander to people, okay? I certainly didn't start streaming so I could pander to people. I started streaming because it's a platform that I've wanted to create for a very long time. I came from YouTube, and I wanted to create and stream, and I think it's a lot better. And I think between YouTube and Twitch, I think Twitch is definitely my platform. And though, if you've ever seen any of my YouTube videos, if you haven't, go check them out if you really want to. Well, of course, you're listening to this on YouTube, so go check out my older ones and stuff like that. I edited a lot, and I think most of them are pretty high quality. Most of them are pretty funny and fun. But like, interacting with people is something I'm very good at. So I think on the scale of YouTube to Twitch, I think Twitch is more my speed. These days, it's crazy because YouTube is almost easier to grow on than Twitch is, and it used to be the other way around. Because of Twitch being so there's so many people on Twitch now, you kind of run this gauntlet of doing what other people are doing. And though you might think to yourself that you're unique, you know, and I like to think that I'm unique, but I guarantee that there's another crass, friendly FPS player out there who, though he is random and fun, he is still fair and polite. I think the problem that we have here is that everybody thinks they're a snowflake, and everybody's mom said, "Oh, you're special, you're different, you're unique, blah blah blah." And though to a degree that's true, when you come into adulthood, it's not the case. You, like, especially on the internet, there's a wide world of people. You being different you're right, you are unique, but you are unique within a group. Okay? And I think without understanding that truth, I think a lot of people are more than happy to believe that they're a special snowflake, when in actual fact you are like other people. You yourself are unique, sure, but the way you act isn't all that different, you know? We all want to think that we're something completely different, but that's not the case. Anyway, that sounds very negative, but that's just me being truthful. I'm realistic about streaming, and I'm realistic about that stuff. Now, there's 2 different types of streamers, okay? And I have to really clarify that before anybody, if you decide to leave a comment on the video, or you decide to leave a comment on Twitter or wherever else, please listen to the whole podcast before having an opinion, because I've had issues in the past where people are so happy to start arcing up without watching the whole video. That's all I ask. One of the biggest other things is, I think the reality is what was I talking about? There's 2 other streamers. There's 2 different types of streamers, okay? There's the casual guys that are there for fun, right? Okay, they're fun. They have, you know, people come in and, you know, they might get subs, or they like kind of relaxed in the way that it's a lot of fun, okay? And then there's a lot of people that would like to create a career out of it. I'm one of those people. I don't ever prioritize it over the actual quality of the stream or the quality of me or the way that I act, ever. Because I think if I'm not doing something that I love, then there's no fucking point of doing it. I have goals, sure, but that's never going to affect the stream itself. And I've clarified that to viewers and subs and people that care. I'm very open with my goals because there's no point hiding it. It's this weird stigma in streaming. Okay, so I would fit myself under the category of potential of driven streamers. Okay, I would say driven streamers are people that very much, I'm not going to go into like the booby streamers or any crap like that. Okay, this is talking about like, I think, real stuff. Okay, I'm not talking about bullshit fad streamers or for whatever reason, whatever you want to talk about. I'm talking about there's two different kinds of streamers. There's casual streamers and there's people that want to create some sort of a business out of it. Okay. I can happily say through the time I've spent on Twitch that though I wouldn't really base Twitch money on as part of my income, I would say that I have made money from Twitch. Not a lot, but what money I have made has been awesome. It's a cool thing. Most of it goes towards improving the stream, but that's unrelated. So I would say I'm in the category of streamers that would like to create a business out of this. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. I never have a problem with any streamer that ever says, oh, I want to become partnered here, or I want to grow this fast, or, I would like to set an income limit to this, in this amount of time, or all that kind of stuff. I think the only problem that I have with people is a lack of transparency. And I've said this quite a few times, is that if you're not transparent with me, I don't trust you. And if I don't trust you, then you're kind of the worst kind of person to me. If I can't trust what you say and your actions, then I don't think I can be friends with you. Like, being transparent with me is the way that I can get along with other people. Sorry if I'm ranting here. I'm just trying to get a lot out. I'm trying to fit a lot in. I just finished a stream, so I'm a little bit winded already. I just did like 7 hours. And then there's the other people, the casuals. The casual people that kind of jump in, they stream, do it for fun, and then they might have some growth, but like, it's not really a concern for them. They're kind of just there to have fun. They do things the way they want to do it. And I think you need to work out what one you are, because I think the very major reason that I have a problem with people is when people clearly have an objective of growth, or they have an objective of partnership, or they have an objective of money. And I don't care how you run your stream. If you put up a donation goal, if you mention getting donations, if you mention people subbing or asking for subs or asking for donations, I used to care about it. Now I don't give a shit. Run the stream how you want. The whole idea is that you get to do things you want to do, right? And then people donate to you or sub to you based on that fact. And I mean, good for you. Sorry, I gotta drink some water. And the issue that I have with that is that people will come in and say, I'm a casual streamer. I just want to hang out and have fun and just relax and just meet people and create a community. And then they're so happy to kind of whore themselves out. And like I said, I have no problem with people whoring themselves out at all. I've done bullshit meme streams for money before. I've done it a bunch of times. And the thing is I'm transparent about it. I did one for fake tits to become partnered. I did a 10-hour stream doing PUBG, pistols and crossbows only, and I did a whole stream like that, and people gave me money, and I'm very transparent. It might have been a joke, but obviously I'm not going to get fake tits. I already have a great set already, and I can barely fit them in my current bra. That's a little bit of joke there, a little bit of comedy. And I was transparent about it because after I finished the stream and everything, I went and bought PUBG, which was more or less to raise money for PUBG. And I know what you're thinking. I Steam shared with a mate, and then anyway, the point is that I bought PUBG with it, and I was very transparent that I bought PUBG with it. Nobody was shocked. Other people made jokes about not being able to afford real tits type thing, but the point is that my transparency is something that I think is respected from the people that watch me and the streamers that I've made friends with, is that they know that I'm transparent. They know that I'm not going to bullshit them. They know that if they ask me a question, I'm going to give them my fucking opinion. I run off an honor base with friends, family, and streamers and viewers alike. And I think that's the issue, is that if you say you're casual, then, act casual, okay? Don't say you're a casual streamer and then happily kind of pander for money, okay? And then turn around and go, well, I'm just casual, I'm just hanging out, I'm just trying to have fun. Well, you're not trying to have fun. You're clearly trying to create something, sure, and you're just clearly trying to search for some form of monetary gain from this, which would be fine if you could admit that. But people that can't admit it, and it kind of irritates me, or people that are happy to take advice, like casual streamers that in their own fucked up way. Sorry. I totally lost track. Sorry, my screens went off, which is really annoying because I didn't set them for like such a short period of time. 15 minutes. Yeah, I did set a 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm very wrong. The thing where people say like, I want to do this, I want to get this far, this is the thing I want to do in streaming, and I'm more than happy to help. You know, I've had people say, you know, I've got this goal where I want to get affiliated, I want to be an affiliate, and then I want to get partnered within the next year. And I'm not a big streamer. I'm tiny. I'm minuscule, right? I'm minuscule. And I've got my goals for partnership by the end of the year. And the thing is that the problem I find with people is that they say they want help, they say they want to learn, they say what they want to grow, and then they're more than happy to turn around and A, ignore your advice, B, say they don't need any advice, or C, they are more than happy to act completely casual while complaining about the results of their labors. And like I said, I'm happy with transparency, but in the end I'm very honest with people. I'll tell you that you're being a fucking idiot. I'll tell you that you're incorrect, or I'll tell you that what you're doing isn't as efficient as this, and you don't have to take my advice when I freely give it. Just tell me to shut the fuck up. But asking for advice and then not following it and then complaining about a lack of outcome is, to me, one of the most aggravating things I've ever experienced in my entire existence, and I've experienced it a million fucking times, and it blows me away, and I think to myself, like, how are people so fucking ignorant? And you know, and it's crazy. It's insane, and it's insane. It's insane skepticism that other people's like information isn't as good as your information. Like if you ask for something, then you should take it and say awesome, or do something else and say, oh, I decided to go this way. But people who waste time and aren't honest are the two worst kinds of people to me. The other thing, the other crushing reality of streaming, and other people have said it, and I'll say it again because it is something that needs to be clarified. Time is your biggest strength and weakness. Now, streaming, though, because it's not like YouTube, you can film a bunch of stuff through the week, do a bunch of editing, and then post one video. And then that's your video. And then you kind of market it as best you can, and then you kind of see its results, and then you modify how you do your next video in order to appease an audience or appease a certain audience, right? So in that saying that, though, the biggest thing that weakness of streaming is that you need to find time to do it and do 4+ hours. I would say 4+ hours, 4 days a week plus, easily. More than 5 days if possible. Even I don't do 5 days, 4 hours per stream. But even the crushing reality is that if you do 4-hour streams 4 days a week, or 4-hour streams 5 days a week, the period of which you are live is very minuscule. And unless you pick your game specifically and you are incredibly appealing, your stream will not grow as fast as you want it to. And the reality is that you need to accept that. And you know, I can recommend games that people stream in order to kind of grow at a little bit more efficiently. I would say Fallout 4 and Skyrim are one of the major ones that if you start streaming, to do those, because you might find some regulars from there that might appreciate your personality and appreciate the way you play. Sorry, I'm running out of air really quickly today. I've done exercise, shockingly enough. My fat ass has actually done exercise. And the crushing reality is that time is crazy, because if you don't put in enough time, you won't grow. But then again, you're using a lot of time. Like it stops being a hobby once you prioritize it over other things. And I mean, that's what I do, but it never goes, the prioritization never goes ahead of my dog, my wife, and my job, all on equal terms on that. Nothing ever goes past those three things, okay? I spend time with my wife, I spend time with my dog, and I go to work. These are the three things that I will never, ever cross the path of. And a lot of people are more than happy to do that, which is fine. But I think the biggest issue is that people start throwing away sleep with that as well. I already don't sleep. I have very bad sleeping habits. My insomnia is fucked. Not as bad as one of my good friends, Cheezilla. His is chronic. So when I don't much sleep, then, you know, I stream and I have set hours, but I'll stream an hour early on a lot of days because, like, my body will just go, cool, I'm up. So I would recommend for anybody else, if you have no other things that you have to do, right? Like, if you're single and you don't have like a partner, I would say you go straight up. It goes work, sleep, work and sleep. Unless you are so fucking dedicated that you are so 100% sure that you can create something, create a career out of this, throw away a little bit of sleep. You sleep 8 hours, sleep 6 hours. I sleep 6 hours most nights. It's now my sustainable sleeping period. So, it's life balance, like Twitch balance is a really hard thing to find when you first start. I cannot clarify that enough, is that it can be very hard to find that work-life balance, work-life stream balance that a lot of people, attempt. And like anybody will tell you, like you see YouTube videos and streamers talking about how it's hard to find that work-life balance, how it absorbs you, and it can absorb you. Like it's something that can completely and utterly just strip away your normality. I think that you need to really fight against that, because it's an issue that we can all find, but it's also an issue that can be easily controlled. I would say that's probably about it. I have recommendations to people, left, right, and center. I'm very open with my opinion, and I want you guys to be too. If you've seen this on Twitter or you see this on YouTube, feel free to comment and just kind of give me your ideas of streaming. And I'm not talking about like the basic shit people talk about, like scheduling, quality, find a niche or any of that stuff. Okay, I'm not thinking about that stuff. About anything on the big level, on the big scale, things that people don't think of, or things that you've enacted that have helped you, or things you shouldn't do. Like a lot of people have warnings that go against somebody else's style of streaming, but I mean, sometimes your style of streaming isn't effective. And that's not in the way that I'm saying, you as a person. It's like making a webcam 4 times bigger than your game, and your game being tiny and you being big. I'm not talking about a booby streamer. I'm talking about a normal guy who does that because he wants to be a little bit more interactive with the stream. Sometimes that can be off-putting to a large number of people. That's just an example. I don't actually know the statistics behind that. But if you have any tips or tricks or anything that you think shouldn't be done, please feel free to tell me on Twitter or on YouTube. I want to try and start a discussion. I kind of default that. Don't worry about it. It tailhead only a little bit. It's all good. We're in the safe zone now, fam. I would say go ahead, give me your opinion. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I can be wrong. It's weird. I know it's strange. Coach Sai can't be wrong. But thank you for joining me today on the Coach's Couch. I fucking love all your support and everybody who joins me on the stream. People that watch, even the couple of people that watch my YouTube videos, and the people that like all the stupid shit I post on Twitter. Don't forget to follow twitch.tv/Coach Sai. The Twitter is twitter.com/Coach Sai Live. And the YouTube is youtube.com/Psychator. You're already on it, but the point is yes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the content. Thank you for listening. I'm going to be way more consistent. I swear to fuck. January was a mess. And I love all you guys. I'll talk to you all later. And see you in stream. And peace out, dog.